goes 4 seeds in the ground and a seedling that I had already started. That's about 2 weeks old. And so if that doesn't make it, I have already started other seedlings. Jules Gardening, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to deal with eggplants, how to plant eggplants from seed. I've got 1 seedling coming up and then I added more seeds. Anyway, it's more about the soil and other requirements. Check it out. All right, so if you're new to Jules Gardening, just so you know, this is small space gardening. I got limited space. I got to do what I got to do to get a little bit of this, that, and everything out of it. So right here, this spot right here was running my lettuce. Well, 3 heads of it anyway. Still got some Swiss chard in right there. So this little bitty row within a row, is now clear. So I was always planning to put an eggplant there. I shouldn't say always, but lately I was planning to put an eggplant there. So yep, that's what we're gonna do. You can still see the bottom of the stalk, head of the roots right there. We'll pull that out. That was a red cell. And we'll prep this and I'll show you how I'm doing it. All right, there you go. First thing I did, take the shovel there, break it up. If you look very close, you can still see clay in there. Goodness, man, I've been treating this forever. Clay just keeps on living on. See right over there, that little bitty rock? This place looked like a daggone pile of gravel. Beginning of the season. That's granite. That was pushed up out of this bed. I get some granite come up every now and then. This one's probably been around for about 5 years. Well, it's been out of the ground in my hand for 5 years. See what I mean? See all that gravel? I didn't introduce that, obviously. This is the hill I made for these zucchini. Yep, it just keeps on coming on. All right, let's get close down on it. First thing I do, basically 4 fistful, 2-handed grabs, basically roughly 2 cups. And that is Pete's planting mix, Pete's planting mix with Permatill. I'm not sure if they deliver to your area. They're out of Carolina. But you see that rock is slate. Comes out of this county actually in Gold Hill, which is where the first gold rush was in North Carolina. So it's got some Permatill in it, some fine pine bark, and some cow manure. That's step 1. That Permatill will actually help with moisture retention. It won't actually retain the moisture itself, and it will keep the soil broken up fairly well. All right, and then a cup of Pete's cow manure, pure cow manure. Well, not pure, it's cow manure. It's got some pine bark in it. Just a cup. Now we'll mix that in. Nitrogen good. And last, yeah, Pete's potting mix. Potty mix? Yes, potty mix. Yep. It's got some fine pine bark in it. Some more manure. Has perlite, some dolomite lime, and some gypsum. So let's go back. Layer 1, Permatill. 2, cow manure and pine bark. 3, potting mix, perlite, dolomite lime with gypsum, and some more cow manure and fine pine bark. And for perspective, let's see if I can do this. 1 hand on the camera, 1 hand on the shovel. See over here, this is the path. Hey, I can get it in, but I gotta hit it. Here. Ooh. Nice. So let me mix this up. All right, so after all is said and done, there goes 4 seeds in the ground and a seedling that I had already started. That's about 2 weeks old. And so if that doesn't make it, I have already started other seedlings. If that does make it, I'll just pull my seedlings out and roll with it. And of course it's beside peppers, tomatoes, all nightshade, same nutrient requirements, but also the same pest. I put it roughly between these 2 plants instead of equal with either one. For 1, so that I can have space to walk here. And for 2, to leave space over there in case I want to put something else in later. All depends on what happens with that volunteer cucumber. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub and all that good stuff, and check out some other videos. We have other stuff. and come back and see how this all turns out. You guys have a great gardening spring and summer. And oh, by the way, producer, director, writer, front of the screen, behind the screen, I got to do everything today. My wife had her furlough canceled. They decided she was essential personnel. I always kind of found her essential myself.